Good morning, everyone. Please be seated. On behalf of the University of Strathclyde, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to you to this congregation for the conferment of degrees here in our Barney Hall. Graduation days are special days in our university calendar. They're days of celebration for all our graduands who are behind me, who will soon become graduates, for all the family and friends who are here to see them have their achievements recognised, and of course for all the family and friends, all the staff in the university. Now, in a few moments, it will be my privilege to cap each of our graduates as their name is called out, and they come up on the stage to receive their award. I shall place the graduation cap upon their head, thereby conferring their degree. And once done so, they are now part of a community of scholars at the University of Strathclyde that can stretch back over 200 years to the Scottish Enlightenment. And the capping tradition itself, well, that has its roots in ancient China, and it's recognised as a rite of passage and as a mark of achievement. At the close of graduation, we have a reception in a nearby learning and teaching building to which everyone is invited to come along and have some refreshments. We also hope to have an academic reception from here to the learning and teaching building. It's going to really depend upon the weather, and we'll get an update on that towards the end of this morning's proceedings, but it looks as though the weather is improving as we speak. In the meantime, I do hope that you enjoy the ceremony, and when you see your loved one come up on stage to receive their award, I would strongly encourage you to celebrate, to clap, to cheer. These occasions don't come round very often, so please make the most of it. I now formally declare that this congregation for the conferment of degrees is open, and I invite Dr. Christine Davidson of the Faculty of Science to present our graduates to receive their awards.
Vice Principal, in the name of the University and by the authority of Senate, I present to you these students. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy for Research in the Department of Mathematics and Statistics, Aman Salah Khalaf Al-Rubi. Noura Al-Shamani. Nathan Patrick Burns. Sophie Elizabeth McLaughlin. Daniel Joseph Threlfall. For the degree of Master of Mathematics in Mathematics, Abigail Kath Allison. Amy Darragh. Lewis James Noble. Ross Smith. In Mathematics and Statistics, Erin Dempsey. Jennifer Elkerbout. Zainab Hussain. Aaron Gardiner Kirkham. Emily Jane Lebeda. Charlotte Lowe. Christopher Main. Sarah Alexandra McDade. Olivia Pedrish. Briley Poland. Rebecca Mary Rintoul. Jennifer Elizabeth Sergison. Holly Todd. Caitlin Murren Waldron. Carly Anna Watson. Fraser James Rundell. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Data Analytics, Carla Blockley. Michael Leonard Craighead. Alex Isabel Young Fletcher. In mathematics, Bernard Patrick Pollock. Kayla Lindsay Jameson Ratter. Brian Ritchie. Callum Alexander Smith. Valerie Snowball. In mathematics and computer science, Jessica Eberhardt. Ross Kerr. In mathematics and physics, Alistair Kerr. Adil Mahmood. Connor Ross McCluskey. Callum Peter McTavish. Olivia Eden Poche. In mathematics and statistics, Grace Adam. Zara Iman Ahmed. Shah Mohammed Mutasim Bilal. Daphne Christodoulou. Lucy Dillon. Adam Hughes. Samantha Jones. Erin Catherine Lynn. Orla Mary Lynn. Abigail MacDonald. Ellie MacDonald. Maya McFarlane. Chen Mo. Laura Claire Rayside. Michael Smith. Corey Yao. In mathematics with teaching, Matthew Ross Johnson. Alana Helen Kirkwood. In Mathematics with Teaching International, Muktapa Mustafa Darwish Al-Ajmi. Aisha Kamis Abdallah Al-Balushi. Hora Abdul Baki Ali Al-Kaburi. Hajar Omer Ali Kalfan Al-Mamari. In Mathematics, Statistics and Accounting, Arub Asif. Zoe Chung. Ewan Collins. Harry George Craven. Catherine Dowds. Keris Margaret Duddy. Jordan Glenn. Cameron Fraser MacDonald. Claire McCartney. Anna McCudden. Cahill McEwen. Beth Marie McGuigan. Lucy Olivia McNair. Alex Meiklejohn. Neve Sarah McIver Moore. Devlin Tomlinson. In Mathematics, Statistics and Business Analysis, Faizan Ali. In Mathematics, Statistics and Economics, Gina Elizabeth Lamont. Erin Margaret Wilson. In Mathematics, Statistics and Finance, Ben Craig. Ben Finlay. Daniel Hatfield. Nathan James George Hewitt. Cameron McNally.
Vice Principal, in the name of the University and by the authority of Senate, I present to you these students. For the degree of Doctor of Engineering in Offshore Renewable Energy, Andrew James Russell. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, for research in the Department of Naval Architecture and Marine Engineering, Hadil Fatan M. Bantan. For research in the Department of Naval Architecture, Ocean and Marine Engineering, Georgios Anagnostopoulos. Panagiotis Karvounis. Panagiotis Louvros. Yu Jia Wei. For the degree of Master of Philosophy, for research in the Department of Naval Architecture, Ocean and Marine Engineering, Ilya Krasimirov-Valchev. For the degree of Master of Science in Advanced Naval Architecture, Swathi Manikandan. For the degree of Master of Engineering in Naval Architecture and Marine Engineering, Evangelos Nomikos. Liam Patrick Nugent. Santosh Kumar Selvam. Daniel Stewart. Konstantinas Voronis. Herasimos Ziakis. In Naval Architecture with High-Performance Marine Vehicles, Aidan William Armory. Wilson Fergus Beer. Katie McKinley Burns. CJ Cole. Sean Aaron Fabian Dela Cruz. Stephans Grants. Henry Ronald Keith Lapsley. In Naval Architecture with Ocean Engineering, Gregor Drew Amos. Jack Robert Patterson. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Naval Architecture and Marine Engineering, Simon Klaus Gordon Clark. Arwin Garden. Milton David Villamil Orozco. In Naval Architecture with High-Performance Marine Vehicles, Ricardo Agustin Fernandez Keats. Lewis Hawkins Cook. Samuel Fraser Maclay Rees. Callum Warnock.
Ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, and most of all Strathclyde University's newest graduates, it is my pleasure to once again welcome you to this congregation. Today, all of our graduates have been centre stage, and I would like to begin my address by congratulating all of you once again on your achievements. All of your hard work has paid off, and this has now been formally recognised in front of your families, friends, and the staff who taught and supported you during your time at the university. Let's give our summer graduates of 2025 a big round of applause. All of our graduates here today have shown great commitment, resilience and determination to arrive at this day. And once this ceremony has concluded, you'll be invited to join the academic procession, signifying that you're now full members of the academic community at Strathclyde, which numbers more than 220,000 individuals. As esteemed members of this community, you join a long line of alumni who have gone on to excel in their chosen fields. This includes David Livingstone, the missionary and explorer, John Logie Baird, who invented television, Dame Eilish Angelini, Scotland's first female Lord Advocate, Helen Liddell and Baroness Annabel Goldie, leading Scottish politicians, and the entrepreneur and philanthropist, Sir Tom Hunter. Now today, we are celebrating your achievements and recognise each of you will have benefited from the active support of your families, friends and supporters, and academically through your lecturers, tutors and supervisors. And for the first half hour or so, their applause has rung in your ears as you each in turn cross the stage to receive your awards. I would now like to invite all of our graduates to show their appreciation for all the support that they have received from their family and friends. Your success, and in turn our success as a university, is in no small part due to the efforts of our staff, who are delivering our vision as a leading international technological university that is socially progressive. And you can tell a lot about the values of an organisation by looking at its roots. Strathclyde University traces its lineage back to 1796, when Anderson brought it into being, the only Scottish university founded during the Age of Enlightenment and embodying the Enlightenment principles of reason, tolerance and equality. Anderson's belief in useful learning and his commitment to taking knowledge and using this for the greater good is the motivating force which gives Strathclyde University its momentum today. Anderson believed in knowledge for the greater good and education for all, what we would call widening access and participation. And Strathclyde University is at the forefront of widening access to higher education by welcoming those with the ability to learn, regardless of their personal circumstances. And 20% of our new students each year come from the most challenging areas of the country. Our ethos of useful learning continues to be relevant today as we seek new knowledge that we can readily apply to global challenges. We are a research-intensive university determined to make a positive difference to the lives of our students, to society and the world. Through our groundbreaking research, we are helping to change the world for the better. Through our scientists and engineers, we are leading the development of innovative technologies that will facilitate the transition from fossil fuels to clean, sustainable energy sources such as wind, solar, geothermal and hydrogen. We are developing new drugs along with new manufacturing processes that will provide cheaper, more effective treatments in the fight against cancer and inflammatory diseases, whilst also supporting our health services to face the challenges of providing health and social care in the changing demographics of the 21st century. Through our Centre for Sustainable Development, our globally minded staff and students are co-creating solutions with our global partners across academia, society, and the public and private sectors to secure real-world impact and to tackle the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. With our focus on entrepreneurial education, we are helping students and staff to create new sustainable businesses as well as supporting economic growth. We are helping to grow Scotland's manufacturing capabilities through the National Manufacturing Institute Scotland, which is hosted by Strathclyde University. And in the near future, we'll be establishing another innovation centre named in honour of one of our most successful alumni, businessman Dr. Charles Wang, who donated £50 million to the university, an extremely generous gift in recognition of the role that this university played in his success. £30 million of this gift will be used to expand the Glasgow City Innovation District, allowing more businesses to co-locate with the university and improve productivity, develop world-class talent, research and technology, and accelerate economic growth. The remainder of this gift will enable the creation of 2 professorial chairs in international entrepreneurship and in international innovation in business, along with support for research and PhD students. Our global-minded students and staff are also working in sustainable development and helping to address some of the inequalities in India, the Gambia and Malawi by establishing clean water supplies, renewable power sources and healthcare facilities. And we understand the value of working in partnership as we extend our global reach with other leading universities, including Stanford, New York University, MIT and the National University of Singapore. As a university, we are continually working to enhance our student experience, investing in our campus as evidenced by our new learning teaching building and students' union. And we are investing in student mental health and wellbeing support services and placing our students at the heart of everything that we do. Our progress in these areas has been recognised in recent years, and we are the only UK university to win the Times Higher Education University of the Year twice, and have received 4 Queen's Anniversary Awards and been named Business School of the Year and Entrepreneurial University of the Year. And Strathclyde was also named Scottish University of the Year in 2024 in the inaugural Daily Mail University League tables. Other achievements include researchers in mathematics and statistics who are developing models for identifying pregnancy risks in women with preeclampsia based on machine learning, a form of artificial intelligence. Colleagues in the Department of Computer and Information Sciences are exploring how generative AI can assist researchers in designing data collection tools, generating survey responses and data cleansing for analysis and reporting. In naval architecture, ocean and marine engineering, Strathclyde and shipping company Aldendorf Carriers are setting up a research centre for sustainable shipping. This will work together on sustainable shipping issues to support international and regional efforts to decarbonise the industry, supporting the just transition, and further enhance operational safety. In civil and environmental engineering, Strathclyde is a partner in a £5.7 million programme designed to develop practical pathways and accelerate action that builds on community aspirations for sustainable, livable and resilient places. It will identify opportunities to accelerate decarbonisation while addressing societal challenges on fuel poverty, sustainable local communities, well-being and social justice. In biomedical engineering, stroke survivors in Scotland will benefit from 3 new specialised technology-enriched rehabilitation centres aimed to increase access to evidence-based levels of rehabilitation after strokes, providing vital support to patients following hospital discharge. In our Department of Architecture, Strathclyde is partnering a new initiative to significantly reduce carbon emissions from high-density housing in the UK. The Centre for Net Zero High-Density Buildings is testing new prototypes and retrofit buildings in Glasgow and Edinburgh with low-carbon materials, heating and cooling systems, and energy storage technologies. Now, these are just some of the many achievements being made by our staff and our students. And Strathclyde is being increasingly recognised as a place where things happen, and this is why our graduates are so highly prized by companies and organisations who are looking to recruit the best talent to drive their businesses forward. Our success is in no small part due to the collective efforts, talent and commitment of our staff, the 4,000 colleagues who deliver our vision as a leading international technological university. And like me, they are very proud of your achievements. All of our students learn how to be innovative, enterprising and creative, and they can make a real difference when they go out into the workplace. So go forth with confidence and purpose, and with the knowledge that you are capable of great things. And wherever your career takes you, always remember that as a Strathclyde graduate, useful learning carries with it responsibilities that go beyond academic scholarship. And finally, let me offer my sincerest congratulations to you all once again on your achievements, and I hope that you enjoy the remainder of what is a very special day. Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the formal part of this morning's proceedings, which I hope you have enjoyed and that you'll take away very many happy memories. I would remind you that we have a reception now in our nearby Learning and Teaching building, and I'm looking at the back of the hall and I'm getting that well-known weather symbol of thumbs up, which means the weather has stayed pleasant enough that we will have an academic procession. So if I could ask you to remain in the hall to allow the academic procession to pass, and Strathclyde's new graduates will form part of that academic procession, and then immediately follow us up to the Learning and Teaching building, and we shall meet you there for some refreshments. I now formally declare that this congregation for the conferment of degrees is closed.